Well, it's getting light enough, and I haven't got my little batteries charged on my little Timby yet. They're almost there, but it's bright enough for a big Timby, so let's go. We kind of need to get some sunrise stuff out of it. Put 2 cameras on it. That means I'm wanting it to fall out of the sky like a bag of hammers. Taking off.
12.2 volts, 12.2 volts.
Looks like Young Gun out in Texas got him one of these. Gonna have a good time with it. It's really a nice airplane, and I, have to apologize over and over for putting shit on it, but it was a minor male rivalry with the Tundra and the Timber.
12.1 volts, 12.1 volts.
Yeah, I got some kind of weird trigger on there I gotta fix. Not too obnoxious, but it's minorly obnoxious. So in review, had a really nice day yesterday. The days previous I had to sit low and let my foot heal, which was kind of boring. Although I did have fun just watching TV. I treated myself to a couple of movies. As I was explaining to my wife, what kind of sucks is that you're still a bit in the mindset that you have to be very, very, very disciplined with your time, because the way it worked previously is that you had to get a lot done in a short period of time when you're working. And as such, when you're sitting idle and you're not doing anything, you kind of feel like you're stealing time. And I love my wife, but I let her concentrate on just work. She never really had to worry too much about the logistics of day-to-day life. She never knew a light bulb burn out because it would be replaced so quickly. Now, of course, light bulbs don't burn out, but the trappings of day-to-day life I took care of. I go to the vet. It's hilarious. We have a place called the Green Canine, which is our place, the only place we trust. We board our dog there. And she went to pick the dog up one day, and it was like, the place is just like a school. And they're like, yeah, we don't know who you are. We need to see some ID. They didn't know Ellie had a mom. They thought it was just me. That's comedy. She asked me yesterday or the day before if about the last 30 days, are you starting to get, not antsy is the term she used, not anxiety, or are you getting antsy? And I go, hell yeah. I was wanting this shit to be over with. It's a major, major deal in your life, and I'm wanting it over. For better or worse. If I gotta go down and fucking work at Disney, for better or worse, I was wanting this over with.
11.7 volts.
It's like, man, if we made a gross miscalculation, then so be it. But I don't think we did. And I have a mathematical deal. It's like, if it turns out we're spending way more money than we thought, then we just take shorter trips out. There you go. Problem solved. So you don't go out for 8 or 9 months. You go out for 3 months or 4 months and make it a baller trip.
11.6 volts. 11.6 volts.
I'm gonna have to replace the blather cam battery here in a bit. It's a big battery, but it probably should last about 35 or 40 minutes. Oh, beautiful sunrise out there. Unfortunately, that doesn't bode well for flying. However, I'm going to use the right-hand side of the field and fly ultra micros anyway. So.
11.5 volts. 11.5 volts.
It's funny. We, as you might know, just like any gun course, we're nestled in a dump, and it smells like dead animal to me. Not rotting garbage, but dead animal. The former dump behind us has been closed, and they use it for something else, and they use livestock to keep the grass trimmed.
11.4 volts.
One of them fucking goats died. This reminds me a lot of shooting, in that they carried us out to do night shoots, and you were really surprised at how well you did with either very low light, or ambient light, or just a flashlight.
11.4 volts. 11.4 volts.
Yeah, I gotta fix that. That's obnoxious. Yeah, because this thing, I can see it wonderfully. Well, we'll see if my little wheel pant mod worked on my T28.
11.3 volts. 11.3 volts.
Ferg, you'll appreciate this. I brought my V2 T28 in a little hard and bent one of the main gears back and popped out one of the wheel pant, and it, those are little tiny teats, if you will, that occur on the wheel pant, and broke one. I'm like, fuck, I don't know how many times I've done that, and there's just no repairing them. However, wife has been using push pins and sewing.
11.3 volts. 11.3 volts.
And in doing so, the diameter of those are very much smaller than push pins, like one might use as a thumbtack. So we'll use the two different terms, thumbtack and push pin. I took one of them push pins and I snipped that bitch, and I fired up the old Heiku soldering gun and drilled it right into where the old teat used to be, cut it off with a pair of cuts, and that looks like that is an excellent solution for breaking those off. And you cut it long, so it's even longer than the existing teat was. We're making this battery last, ain't we? I'll take Tiny Tim up here.
11.2 volts. 11.2 volts.
Yeah, it's not obnoxious at all. Haven't got caught up in club politics, which is really cool. Yeah, no. I'm very polite to the number 2. I go down there and tell him to fuck himself every morning. Don't know what rank he attained in the military. Couldn't have been that high, because
volts. 11.1 volts.
he is not put off by that at all. He tells me to fuck myself. Which is just as funny as hell. Listening to I have wives, auxiliary wife number 2, telling my wife about how, she's got to be careful on how she talks to her friends and
11.1 volts.
doesn't want to hurt their feelings. I says, man, the cool thing about being a dude is we do not give a shit. You come out and, you're supposed to be here at 5:30 and you get here at 6:30. It's like, hey, bitch, you were supposed to be out here at 5:30. Now, I don't hate his guts for being late. Oh, but man, you do that shit with women, and mother of God. Cindy, I can't believe you talk to me that way.
11 volts.
My son
11 volts.
My son and I were talking about that yesterday at the airport. Men are simple. Need you to do this, check. Need you to do this, check. There's no politics, or, certainly there's politics in men, but not like it is with women. Love them to death, like a fly, or truly like a moth to the flame. Out of the sexes, I've said this before, I'm prejudiced. I think women are the best. I really do. I'm not just saying that. They're not predators and would fuck a fire hydrant if you left them. It's funny. I used to fix computers, and I'll do a little forensic search on a computer. And you know how much porn I found on women's computers? 0, as in none, as in not even Fabio on the